Hey, what's up? What's up, famo? How you guys doing? It's your man Orville J. Parker, aka Coach. All right, guys. I wanted to shoot this quick video, man, just to talk to you guys about another thing that I'm doing behind the scenes. That's what this whole vlog is about. For me to have an organized way to share with you guys what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. Now, one of the things that I'm focusing on right now and gearing up is to put in place a plan and a strategy for 2026 to work on on getting better at two skill sets, right? And these are what you call high value skill sets. And with these skill sets, man, I believe if you like in today's world, if you were to master these two skill sets, man, I believe that you will never have a problem with figuring out how to eat, how to create some money out here. And I believe with these two skill sets, man, that there's a lot of things that you can do out here working for yourself or working for companies. Okay. And you might be asking, okay, Orville, what are those two skill sets? Well, the two skill sets that I'm focusing on for 2026 is getting better at selling. Whether that's selling like I'm doing right now in front of a camera, or if it's selling through print, like marketing, okay, and things like that. But 2026 is all about getting better at selling. And one of the ways that I'm planning on getting better at selling, well, two ways, is studying, all right, studying more, but then doing more selling. Like I used to, man, I've been selling all my life. I've sold a lot door to door, man. I've sold Kirby vacuums, I sold liquidations, all face to face, man. And I've always thought I was pretty good at selling face to face, even though back then, man, you know how you're young and don't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. Now I've been a beast at it. But and here recently, man, with this whole social media and social commerce game, I'm looking at it, and I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, baby, if I can learn how to do these lives the right way, create this content like I'm doing, and then get on here and just sell. Oh, I told her, I said, it's game over for me because that allows for me to scale and become unlimited in my potential. Because you got to think about it, man. You got to think about it. Even like on this video here, I can talk to you guys, but I can sell you guys on this video. This is a pre recorded video. Now, even though it's live, when a lot of you guys see it, it's going to be pre recorded, right? But now, like on TikTok Shop affiliate program, you get to stand on there or sit on it, depending on how you presenting, and you get to sell. All right. And even when it comes to that third pillar that we talk about in social commerce, where you can sell live, like digital products live, you get to sell. And it's something about me being able to sit on a camera and talk to many and have the ability to persuade, sell, and close from the comfort of my home because I'm mastering the art of figuring out a problem, having a solution, and then putting that together for people that I can literally build any kind of business if I do that. And so now, so this year it's all about selling. Now the other thing is just really working on getting better with my content, and really I'm gonna tell you what content boils down. I was thinking about this, I'm sitting here working on some things and all these thoughts be going through my mind. But content is really about finding your alignment, finding what works for you. Because one person might be comfortable getting on the camera and doing this. You might not be comfortable doing that. But if you try to imitate and model that person, then you're going to fail with your content. And so, one of the things, if I could advise anybody when it comes to content, is find your lane, find what's comfortable to you. So, like right now, what I'm doing, this is very comfortable to me. Sitting down here and doing what we call a talking head video, okay? Because I've been doing this for years. Like whenever I try to stand up in content and get in front of the camera and do things, man, I feel so awkward, right? Because that's not how I feel comfortable doing content. So the way I feel comfortable doing content is what they call talking head. It's sitting down like I'm doing right now And that's what I like to do, right? So what I'm doing is I'm focusing on, yeah, trying to still learn how to do the other content and get better at that, but to really double down on the content I'm good with, and that's this content here. And guys, when you really think about it, if you can learn how to create content, I mean, learn how to get in front of the camera, to be able to communicate, to be able to edit, you tie some selling into that, some persuasion, some closing. There is nothing that you can't do. And so 2026 for me, guys, is doubling down on content and selling. And I'm gonna show you one of the strategies I'm using. I'm gonna kind of share my screen with you guys. And guys, get information, get knowledge, man. I mean, if you don't know, invest some money into some books, some trainings, so you can know. And this is a secret that I use here. You guys know I'm an avid reader, but here recently in the last year or something, man, it's been hard for me to stay focused and read a book. And so what I did was probably about 2 years ago, I started integrating audio learning into my process, because I've always been a person that can listen and learn, right? I listened before I read a lot, to be honest with you guys. And so when I started finding myself to where, I was being so distracted or I couldn't focus, I started leaning back on audio. And so like today, even like when I'm working right now, like I just took a break to shoot this video and I'm working on formatting the ebook. I'm listening to something. I've been listening to something since I got up. I'm always listening to something. And I'm gonna share with you guys how I'm using this this platform. I'm gonna show you this product I'm showing you to start putting together the training that I'm going to run with in 2026 around content creation and selling. Now, some of this information I already got, some of it I got to purchase, okay? But I'm gonna talk to you guys about that and how you can do that too for less than 20 something dollars a month. All right, so give me a minute. Give me a minute. I told you guys I'm trying so much new things with my streaming. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Like right now, it doesn't even look like I'm okay. There it is. I have to say I didn't even see my live. All right, let me turn this volume down. All right, so I always try to look over just to make sure everything is good still. Okay, so what you're in right now is Audible. All right, this is a service that's owned by Amazon, and you pay a certain amount a month. I think mine is right at $20. Okay, give or take 19 or 20. Okay, and then what happens is each month you get what they call a credit, and so with that credit you can go in and buy a book. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna kind of show you guys here. Or if you see here, the psychology of selling, increase your sales faster and easier than you ever thought possible. All right, so this is one of my mentors, Brian Tracy. When it comes to selling, he has been one of the top sales trainers in the game for years, guys. I'm talking about 20, 30 years. Okay. And a lot of your sales gurus out there came from under him. Okay. So right here, he has a course that he had put out called The Psychology of Selling. And guys, I used to have this course a long time ago. All right. But so anyway, I repurchased the course on Audible. Okay. And if you could see here, there's a couple things that you could do. Okay, one is you could download it. So I could download this to my computer, or what I used to do is download it to my phone. Okay, so that way when I'm moving around away from the house, I'm not using any bandwidth or anything like that. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on this and kind of pull this up. So as you can see, one of your options is to listen to it on your desktop. So like if I wanted to listen to it here, I could just click it here and do that. You'll see information on it. All right, there, and then you'll see reviews and things like that of different people talking about, um, how they liked or didn't like it. Okay, and again, yeah, he's like one of the greats, man. But like here's another one of his right here. All right, and that I'm actually going to buy right now. All right, let me see how many hours this one is. So this was a different course that he did here. All right, and so you guys might even see me buy it live on here. All right, trying to see how long this one is. You guys see the length? I don't see how long it is yet. All right, so it's 5 hours and 19 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one too. Okay, and like I said, guys, I'm just trying to like I have this one already here, Grant Cardone. I'm gonna talk about this. Okay, let me make sure that this is because I got 3 credits that I have. All right, I'm just trying to make sure. So I'm gonna let you guys look at me while I look at some of this. Okay, so Nightingale Conant, the publisher of this is one that I've always I love all their stuff, man. This one here is 4 hours long. This one here has all right. All right, so most people, man, most people looking at this one. They like with this guy. All right, all right. So that person have a good review. So I know Brian Tracy, but I'm not even gonna do it right now because like he has advanced selling techniques and stuff like that. I'm gonna hold off on it because I want to get in and dig and look and see what I want. You know, I was getting ready to just go ahead and bang them out. I got 3 credits. Okay, so we're gonna hold off. But anyway, guys, you purchase it here. You know, if you sign up for the monthly program like what I'm in, then you get a credit per month. And what I'll usually do is let my credits build up, okay? And then I'll go in and buy me a few of them. Now, if you want to purchase a book and it's not time for you to get a new credit, you can just literally just buy it like you would buy it with a credit card. And I'm gonna kind of show you what my library looks like on here. So everything you see here, all right, I own these right here. So these are all different books here. All right. Now a hack, okay, like this one's gone again. I hate that. Okay. But a hack to learning is to listen to audio. Because if you listen to audio, you can literally turn your drive time into your learn time. All right, you can do that. So this is podcasts and ebooks. And I can show you just like my ebooks. Yeah, if you listen to audio books, you can turn like your cleaning time. Like me, I work a lot at the computer. So I could turn on a good ebook and I could listen to it as long as I'm not having to do any thinking at the computer at the moment. I could just have the ebook playing in the background and I could just be learning. So what you're seeing here, guys, are all ebooks, all right, that I've purchased through the service over the years that I've had it. Okay, and this would be the equivalent of a book every time you see one of these ebooks. Okay, all right, and I have a nice library. I think I almost have almost 100 books in this library now on audio. But going into this year, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doubling down on selling and on content creation. Okay, and this is a way if you guys want to do an inexpensive way of doing it. You paid a little 20 something dollars for this a month, and then every month you get a new credit, right? But you're never spending over that 20 a month on it. Okay, so that's kind of an easy way to do it. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I'm back. Okay, that's kind of an easy way to do it. You're only spending a work with my lights. Give me a minute. Turn my lights on some. All right. Playing with my lights on. I don't even be paying attention to these, but I got a window open, and so I was looking at the live and trying to see difference on it. Okay, let me turn this light on some because it looks. I didn't realize I look so dark, man. Give me a minute, guys. Let me work with this light. I got to play with this and play with this. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. I didn't realize I looked so dark. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing, guys. That's what I'm doing. I'll be going in here, and I got those 3 other credits. So each one of those credits equal a book. Okay. So like if I wanted to get me 4 more sales books, I could use those credits. But like if you're just starting off, go to Audible, get your monthly. All right. Then when you go in there, then all you do is search for the books by the category. Like if you were to go here right now, okay, and all you would do is you would take and you would go up to the search bar and you would put selling in. Okay. And then what that's going to do is that's going to bring you up all the audiobooks that are based around selling. Okay. And then you can come in here and you can grab you some books and start learning, guys, learning how to sell. All right. 20 something dollars, and you're all in on this. And you could take the books with you. You can play them on the phone, or you can play them on your desktop. Okay. But that's what I'm planning on doing to level up in 2026, guys. And then when you go, I don't know you guys, I'm an old school seller, right? I used to sell years ago. And you would always hear people say that selling is the highest paid, one of the highest paid professions out there is selling, man. It's one of the highest paid professions out there. And it's one of the most, when you think about it, most of your CEOs come from a selling background. When you go back and look in their background, most of them come from a selling background. But selling is the only position, even out there as a job, where you can have an employee make more than a CEO. Okay, it's through selling. And as an entrepreneur, man, it's non-negotiable, man. You got to know how to sell. You got to know how to get in front of people and be able to become an evangelist for your product or service, and then be able to get people to buy your product or service. Okay. And nothing moves without selling. When you think about it, anything and everything, like when I look around my office, I look at all kind of just different gadgets and products and things like that. And one of the realizations is that everything got to my home because a salesperson was somewhere in that process selling something. Nothing moves on planet Earth without sales. And even in things that you wouldn't think sales is on, like politics, even being like a parent, man, you have to sell your kids, and they try to sell you on things, man. And I just think that, yeah, in today's world, man, when you look at it, with the ability to get on here and do like I'm doing right now, to get on here and talk to you guys, I have unlimited access to you guys. And so every time I get on here, I can actually practice my craft, get good at my craft, and use social media, this technology that I have that's called a webcam, the internet, this software I'm using, Ecamm Live, and I could turn this into a transactional event. I can get on here, give value, persuade, make an offer or a pitch, and then do a close and make some money. All right. From selling. All right. And then we said content creation, man. If you know, you guys know. I don't have to convince you or sell you on the value of content, because most of you guys are doing what? You're scrolling. You see it. You're consuming content all day long. But the difference is that person that you're watching, probably about 75% of the time, they figured out a way to eat, to make money off of that content, creating that content, but you consuming it. And the thing I would challenge you guys is it's okay. It's okay to consume that content, but figure out a way in 2026 to create some content. Then figure out a way to be able to match a product or a service with your content. And then figure out what we've been talking about on this video, how to get out here and sell it. And guys, I believe if we learn how to sell, we learn how to create content, and we stay consistent, anybody that leverages those two high value skills would never have to worry about money. Would never have to worry about money. All right. Would never have to worry about money if you do that. Okay. So selling, content creation, 2026. Keep your eye on your boy. Watch my content game go up. Watch my content game. And guys, let me tell you this last little nugget. I'm gonna get on off here. All right. Really follow what I'm saying. One of the things that I believe hold people back so much, and I be thinking about this stuff because I have to deal with it myself, right? Because I'm human. All right, is the fact that a lot of people are afraid of doing the wrong thing and failing, right? All right, I'm gonna kind of show you guys an example. Now, this is one of my second vlogs I did today. Now, in the first one, I seen that it was a little dark, right? And I made a mental note whenever I turned the camera back on, I was gonna turn my lights on. And I jumped into this vlog here. At first, I was doing it and hadn't turned my lights up, hadn't turned the lights up. And so I go back, and as I'm looking at the at the footage live on my phone right now to see how I'm looking, and now I'm looking a little bit better. All right, I'm looking a little bit better, but not perfect, right? I'm looking a little bit better. All right, I'm not dark. I got the lights. I got to get here and play with the lights more. Okay, but part of me, or what a lot of people would have did was they'd be like, okay, look, I got to get rid of this video, man, because it's not right. The lighting's not right. All right, something's off with this. Okay, but me personally, one of the things I found that if you do this right here, then you would be able to go faster, farther in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Don't be afraid to mess up. Don't be afraid to fail. Course correct. You do something, it's not right, you fix it, you keep moving. All right? And you do that over and over and over again. And if you get up every morning and you make that your process, okay, today, guys, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do what I need to do as a man or as a woman. I'm going to get out here and chase my dreams, take action. And oh, yeah, if I make some mistakes along the way, that's okay. I'm going to correct it and keep going. You know, if there's one thing that I could say that I took away from my past job, even though that job drove me crazy on a lot of things, was it really taught me how to take imperfect action, man, how to get out here and to really look at life and say, okay, what needs to be done today? And then to get in and do it. Even though 9 times out of 10, it was going to be a process because I was going to have to figure it out as I was going. But I was okay because the way that I thought about things and the way we were taught was stopping was non-negotiable. We couldn't stop. We couldn't give up. So you had to figure out the process, right? You had to figure it out. And that's how you got to be when you're out here trying to push forward in anything you do in your life, man. You have to get out there and understand that you're going to be bad before you're good. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to make some bad decisions. But if everything's a learning experience, you just learn from it, course correct. Okay. And again, guys, I believe, just looking at it from my standpoint, that right now it's the best time for all of us to level up. It's the best time for all of us to level up. We just have to get in here and be willing. Be willing to get out there and do what needs to be done. And guys, I believe that a lot of us are going to have our best years in 2026 because everything has converged to this point. All right. We just got to get out here and get the work done. And if you're an entrepreneur out here and you're trying to get your product out there, you're trying to get your service, you're trying to establish your brand, build up your revenue, man, beef up them sales, man. Get very good at selling live, selling in person, selling through marketing. That's what marketing is selling on paper, selling on video. And then get good at creating this content, man. Content is the game of wealth. Attention. All right. Attention is the game. And just get on here, man, and create and create and create and deploy and deploy and deploy and work on it and get better and get better and get better. But go beast mode on your content. And if you guys want to have some fun, go over to my Facebook profile. Go over to my Facebook profile and check how much content I put out in a matter of a few days. And I don't do that for today. I do that for tomorrow. Okay, a lot of that content is going to be very valuable. It's going to get consumed in the future when I hit a certain point, you know. And a lot of people, you hear a lot of people talk about this on YouTube and things like that. They'll say, okay, well, look, for the first X amount of months, for the first year, man, I was just making content. Nobody was showing up. Nobody was there. And then it seems like I hit this point where my content started staking off, and then all my old content started getting views. Why? Because people want to go back and look at your back catalog. You know, what we're doing with our content right now, even like with this vlog, and that's why I like shooting these, I am documenting my process. Like when you guys watch this vlog today, you're going to be able to know what I was thinking today. All right, that's why I do it. Okay, Orville was thinking about selling and content creation, but I seen in this blog and the one before that, he was talking about that he was working on this particular project in his business. So you get to see what I was thinking and what I was doing that day. That's the power of this kind of content. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back off here, guys. Anytime I have a thought process, I jump on, man. I'm gonna jump on, shoot some content, explain to you guys, get it out of my mind, and then I'm gonna get back to work. All right. Well, I'll catch you guys on the next video. God bless.